Hey guys, it's Jonathan, Wrestling Talking the Shop, and welcome back to the channel. Going to do Today in Wrestling History for July the 9th. On this day in 1963, an AWA World Heavyweight Championship changed hands took place in Minnesota when the Crusher defeated Verne Gagne. On this day in 1985, the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson won their first NWA World Tag Team Champions, where they went over Ivan Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev in North Carolina. I know I probably butchered that name, but on this day in 1986, the WWF Women's Champion changed hands in Australia when the Fabulous Moolah defeated Velvet McIntyre. McIntyre had defeated Moolah for the title just 6 days earlier. On this day in 2000, WCW's Bash at the Beach pay-per-view took place in Daytona Beach, Florida. The show is famous for the chain of events that led to Hulk Hogan leaving WCW to never return. And the main event of the show was due to see Jeff Jarrett defend the WCW heavyweight title against Hogan. While the truth of what happened, it depends on who you talk to. Everybody has their own side of the story. But essentially, Jarrett laid down and let Hogan stand on top of him and count to three. And then Hogan won. But then after that, Russo come out and cut a shoot promo on Hogan, and Hogan ended up suing WCW and got a ton of money out of the deal. So WCW was gone anyway by that point. But anyway, Booker T ended up defeating Jeff Jarrett to become the world champion later on in the show, and it was just a crazy deal. WCW was crazy by that time. But anyway, on this day in 2001, one of the wildest Monday Night Raws in history took place in Georgia, in an action-packed show which saw the debut of ECW faction and formation of the Alliance. The show started with the APA, Farouk and Bradshaw winning the tag team titles from the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Devon. Soon after the match between Chris Jericho and Kane taking place, the WCW team of Mike Awesome and Lance Storm interrupted Tommy Dreamer and Rob Van Dam making their debuts. They joined Awesome and Storm in beating down Jericho and Kane. A group of WWE wrestlers come out to the ring to make the save, including the the Dudley Boys, Taz, Justin Credible, Raven, and Rhino. As they confronted the invaders in the ring, they slowly turned. Instead of facing WWE, they paired with the Alliance. Actually had a ECW background, 10-on-2 beatdown to ensure, as Paul Heyman stood up and announced to the crowd that ECW has been re-erected. As a result of the invasion, Shane McMahon approached his father, Vince, to suggest that WWE and WCW factions put their differences behind them to team and confront ECW in a 20-man tag team person match, which signed for the main event, which put the ECW team against a combination of WWE and WCW forces of the APA, Canyon, Hardcore Holly, Bob Billy Gunn, and the Big Show, Mark Jindrak, Sean O'Haire, Chuck Palumbo, Sean Stasiak. However, as the match started, the WCW portion of the team revealed that they were aligned with ECW, and the alliance was born. And they could have done a lot more with that, but, that's just my opinion. But anyway, on this day in 2017, WWE Great Balls of Fire took place at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. In the main event, Brock Lesnar defeated Samoa Joe to retain the Universal Champion. We were at that show.
Should have won that.
Yeah, Samoa Joe definitely should have won that match, but I'm always going to state that. But anyways, there you have it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell.